can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. How about the defense there? Try to set the tone on the very first play of the game.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw incomplete. We were talking about this Jets defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Haskins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Corral with it, first down here. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Corral. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Flush to his right. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Corral looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Baltimore.
They run it again with Haskins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Jackson now. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea, I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Corral to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And Corral trying to get things reset quickly. Ball again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lazard will go in motion right. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The slot man in motion right. They'll run with Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
2nd and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jets 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Corral here working from the gun. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Corral. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Option play, here's Hall. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Play action. Here's Corral. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral now to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And Corral will throw it. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Corral. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, Corral finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run it here with Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Corral. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another first shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They love it, that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not.
He's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Corral. On the slant, he's got he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to the ground with Hall. Bust through the tackle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Haskins. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it right side with Haskins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A give to Haskins up the middle. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play that's going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And quickly, they get to the line. Paul want to give up the middle. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and 4. Corral going to bootleg it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got this almost to the 30 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatlining. Level in everything he does.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 61 yards. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw that first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, right goes Hopkins. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Haskins trying to right side. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Jackson. And able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Running for it, Haskins.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.